They aren't raised with any male figures in their lives to tell them like, hey, if you dress like that, men are gonna use you. If you dress like that, you are not gonna find a man that wants you for you. You're gonna find a man to fuck you and dump you. I feel like women need to hear that shit. Like that's why I feel like Fresh and Fit is like church to these bitches. Like these bitches need to listen to Fresh and Fit like it's church, because this is what most men feel like, and that's why most bitches get cheated. I need to stop saying bitches. This is why most females get cheated on.
Subscribe to this channel in case you are watching this channel and you have not subscribed.
Like,
I mean, he can monitor if it's that serious.
see, and I don't think women understand how
Your
serious it is. Like,
password.
yo, when you entertain another man, that is cheating, ladies.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
1000%.
I agree. That's true.
And I would say, like, I'll take it a step further. I think if a girl is showing her body on the internet and she has a man at home, that is cheating as well.
Yeah.
Especially when
Well, look at her face back there. Nah, bro, that's facts. I wouldn't say cheating. I say disrespectful. Like, I feel like, well, with me personally, I told my girl from the jump that I don't trust bitches. I don't date for that reason. Women are for the streets. They just want to go out and hoe all the time. So I told her from the jump that I don't date bitches because I'm too protective. So she knew from the jump that I was protective. And so every single time that she wants to post a picture that might be revealing, or post a TikTok or whatever she wants to post, she comes and asks me first to see if it's okay with me. Like, I don't feel like that's doing too much. I feel like that's just being respectful to your man. I told her my standards and the line that she can't cross, and she shows respect by doing that. She could leave if she wanted to. No one's forcing her to stay. She knows that if she wants a man like me, that she's gonna have to deal with that, just like me. Like I know that she's got lines that I can't cross, and I'm perfectly fine with not crossing them. If I wasn't fine with crossing them, then I would leave. Just like with her, I feel like that's how a relationship should be. You lay your laws down, they lay their laws down. If they don't correspond, then you'll go different ways. Like, I feel like people spend too much time trying to make shit work whenever it's not gonna work. If y'all aren't on the same page, if y'all don't lay out your rules for what it takes for a relationship to work with each other, then y'all never gonna work. And I feel like people spend too much time just ignoring their problems because they don't want to cause any problems or turmoil in their relationship, when all you're doing is just prolonging the inevitable. It's gonna happen eventually. If y'all aren't on the same page about what is okay with each other and what isn't okay with each other, you aren't gonna work. And I feel like that's just something that's got to be laid out in the beginning.
you sexualize yourself, that's disrespectful to the man.
I think if you explain it to her and she continues to do it, then that's where I
That's the
believe it's
problem.
cheating.
You shouldn't have to explain it. Think about this for a second. Let's say me and you go out on a
I would say you have to explain it nowadays, because women are just like, they're surrounded by females, and all the females do is push themselves out like that. They show their body, they do this, they do that. They aren't raised with any male figures in their lives to tell them like, hey, if you dress like that, men are gonna use you. If you dress like that, you are not gonna find a man that wants you for you. You're gonna find a man to fuck you and dump you. I feel like women need to hear that shit. Like, that's why I feel like Fresh and Fit is like church to these bitches. Like, these bitches need to listen to Fresh and Fit like it's church, because this is what most men feel like, and that's why most bitches get cheated. I need to stop saying bitches. This is why most females get cheated on. They get cheated on because they think that they can lay these laws down and expect their man to be okay with it. And their man's gonna say okay because they got no backbone. And then they're gonna go their whole relationship to realize that this man was just with her to fuck and has no intention on being with her and her only. That's where women up at. They just want to show their body and they get used for the shit, and they wonder why men ain't shit. Y'all are giving us an opportunity to be not shit. You can train a dog all you want to not eat food off the ground, but you leave food on the ground, you let that motherfucker starve, that motherfucker's gonna eat that food, huh? It's the same thing, bro. We all dogs at heart. We want to fuck. It's in us. It's literally some type of chemical that goes off in our brain that makes us horny to want to fuck. Women are the same way. They know that they got chemicals in their brain that make them act a certain way, but yet they expect us to understand it, but they don't want to understand it from our side. It's the same thing. It's a chemical that goes off in our brain. We don't know why. We can't control it, but it happens. We might be able to control the action of doing it, but it's still not gonna make our brain not want to do it. And I feel like I said, man, like, you can train a dog all you want, but if you leave that food on the floor long enough and he gets hungry enough, it's gonna happen. And I feel like women just need to realize that most men want to cheat.
on a date, or me and you are seeing each other. Do you need to explain? Do you need to explain to me that I need to protect you if someone robs you?
Well, I mean,
Right.
people
No,
are...
hold on. Answer the question.
Probably
You need to
some men
explain
now.
to me, if we're out and someone grabs your purse, do you need to explain to me that I need to go ahead and do something to go ahead and retrieve that purse for you and protect you?
No. Well, I would tell you not to go after it, because
But do you need to explain to me to protect you as your man?
personally, you
So
know.
why the hell should I have to explain to you to not be a slut on the internet?
Because people
Facts.
aren't aware of what they're doing at times. Sometimes they think like it could be for their job.
Oh, I'm not aware that I'm being a pussy, not protecting you.
I mean, what
That's
if
your
that guy
logic.
turned around and shot you? Your life is worth that purse?
No. But what I'm trying to say though is that We
What he's trying to say is that it's right in front of you. There's no way you're not aware of it. Like, it's something that should be just innate in your body, something that is instinctually in you to not want to do. You should know that. I guess since they're just so brainwashed to thinking that this is just normal. Like, look at all of them. They're all wearing this because that's what's sold in stores. 30 years ago, that would have been sold in Cirillas. If Cirillas was around, I don't know. The only one people wearing clothes was that was fucking Betty Boop and Dolly Parton, or just bitches that were known for being sluts. And now it's just everybody.
don't have an issue with telling men this is what you're supposed to do. This is how it is. We hold men to standards. What I'm arguing is that we don't hold women to standards.
Yeah, women get held to pretty high standards.
What standard?
Well, like just in general, like OF University, that's her livelihood. She's making money off of that, and you guys use it to joke on it. And sure, it's funny, but you don't know why she's doing it. And if you explained it,
No, bro, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You can't use OnlyFans as like, well, they had no other, like, so is drug dealing. So is robbing a bank. So is stealing a car. So is mugging somebody. All that is last options. All those are still wrong. Just because you're so easy way to make money does not mean you're not going to be looked down on in society. Nobody that makes money easy is ever considered special, because money is supposed to be hard to obtain. It's what makes someone valuable. It's what makes someone an asset to the earth. It's still crazy, man. It's so crazy that females want to argue that you don't know what a woman's been through and why they have to do that. No. I don't care. I don't care. You can find another option. You can either find another option or you can deal with the consequences.
it to her, then she'd be like, oh, okay, well, maybe I can go another route. It's not just because she wants to be a whore. It's because it's her livelihood.
Well, I mean, there's other ways to make money too.
That's true. But after you explain it to her, she could explore those options and those routes.
But why should I have to explain it to her is the point.
Because some men are okay with it.
Are you going to explain to me how to be?
She can't read your mind.
But
She
here's the
can't
thing.
read your mind.
This is the thing. But you guys expect us to read your mind. You expect us to be charming, charismatic.
You're
make a
making
certain amount of money.
assumptions on what I want.
No,
I don't.
most
I like
women
to,
do.
We're talking about most women.
Most
women
women,
do.
but you know, there's exceptions to everybody and everything.
Oh my
can't
God.
make-
You're talking about most fucking
Make
exception.
an argument for an exception to
Oh,
the
you know
rule.
what?
In
I know what she
general,
wants.
Okay,
women
okay, I'll
have
go with it. I'll go
very
with
high
it.
standards. Most of the women here describe the guy in the top 1 or less than 1% of men. So literally your own peers around you here, right, describe a rare guy that they want, right? Even the guy that you want is above average. So what I'm saying is that most women demand quite a bit and expect the guy to understand, but they don't necessarily understand or comprehend on their end. And worse yet, they're unwilling to change.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what we say we want. But how many of us have dated broke men? How many of us have dated men that we've had to build up to have our standards raised?
But I think that's partially because of the delusional calculator. Like, it's because those men that you were looking for didn't exist. The men that you thought were ideal, and that's what you ended up with. But I want to bring up one thing really quick. Do you understand, as a woman, you can have average IG, and you will get a ton of attention.
Yeah.
If a man does not have an excellent Instagram, like pictures of his Patek watch and his Rolls Royce where he's traveling and all this kind of stuff,
Crush.
he looks
And
like
a little dog.
He looks like a human
that's true.
trafficker.
I
He looks
understand.
like for a man, for a man.
That's the crazy thing, is like, you don't even have to show your body as a woman to get a bag off of it. You could just, well, I mean, unless you're ugly. If you're pretty, you don't even have to do anything to get a bag. You just post yourself consistently. You find an algorithm, you catch on to it, and you get skyrocketed up. You use other creators to blow yourself up. You don't have to show your body. You took the easy way to get famous, and now everyone just thinks you're a goofball. You did nothing. You did nothing special to be treated like you're special. But yeah, I'm gonna end that video there, y'all. Please give a like, give a comment if you got anything to say, any suggestions on another video. And if you fuck with me, please give me a subscription. With that said, deuces.
Niggas falling off and they really ain't winning. 5 to a dime, double up, yeah, I'm with it. 2 pieces of exotic, get shot through your fitting. Put a nigga on and I knock a nigga off. Made my own way, niggas know that I'm a boss. 10, 20, 30, yeah, had them bitches lost. Have you ever seen a bundle, baby girl, for assault? I'm a big step, I'll rep for myself.